Coming up in today's vlog, we're on a new canal for us. Quite a significant bridge this, because it marks the end of the Leeds and Liverpool Canal and the start of the Bridgewater Canal. There's a brief encounter with another boat. A boat who had been on the water point had just pulled out, heading for the bridge. In an attempt to bring our boat to a stop, we grounded. And we tell the history of the beginning of the Great Canal Age. If you ever wondered about how the canals in this country started, well, it all dates back to 1760. And here, Worsley Delve. Got the sun's in my eyes. Is the sun in your eyes?
There's a song, isn't it, about that?
Huh? The sun's in my eyes. Is there a song?
I don't know.
Ah.
I don't know.
Anyway, so here we are at Lee at the 48-hour visitor moorings, and very nice they are too.
Aldi, Tesco's, Aldi.
Shopping, drinking, eating, farting.
Oh God, we had a wonderful time last night. We were playing the 5-second rule game.
Welcome to the 5-second rule game. Just give 3 answers in 5 seconds. Sounds easy, right? Name 3 of the 7 dwarfs.
Dopey, sleepy, stumpy.
Name 3 no-nos at a funeral.
Laughing, giving the widow a high five, and tipping over the coffin.
5-second rule game. Just spit it out.
And another card game.
Called the game.
Steve was just informing us.
Yeah.
We were with Steve, Chris and Smudge. And it got to midnight, so we went, oops, maybe go to bed.
The 5-second rule game has so it's got a timer, a little thing that you turn upside
An egg
down,
timer type thing.
and you have 5 seconds to name usually 3 things. So the first question was, name 3 things you find in the bedroom.
Well, we need...
Time's up.
No, we need to go... Yeah, I usually say that.
Yes.
Sorry.
Chris normally says you've still got 2 seconds.
Yeah. I can't think of anybody.
Right, shut
Anyway.
up, enough about that.
So yes, lovely moorings here. If you can get on, we're obviously breasted up next to Amy Jo. But yes, Aldi, Tesco, shops, and the pub here, the Waterside Inn, fantastic. Lovely food. We saw it, but we didn't eat anything, but we did have a couple of drinks. Lovely management and staff in there. I think it's just been taken over by somebody. So it's under new management, as they say, and obviously very proactive in customer service. Which
Yeah, they
is
even
great.
brought us a table and chairs out because there was none outside. Of course, we had Smudge with us.
Yeah.
Not sure whether you can take Smudge into the pub, but they had doggy treats, so I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
But he was lovely, and he said, no, I'll put your table outside, and yeah, thanks a lot.
Yes, lovely. And we're going to head on now.
I've got a new book out.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, The Cheshire Ring.
The Cheshire Ring. Ooh,
Yeah,
she's
it's
got
a
new
2013, but hey ho.
piercings. Oh, well, you never know. Yes, so it's, New Waters, Bridgewater, and we're heading down to, what's the name of the marina?
Bridgewater Marina.
Oh, well,
Thank God.
how did I
Steve's
forget
here.
that?
Thank
the
goodness he is.
Bridgewater Marina, yes.
And you booked
then
your
on to
passage.
I booked me passage. We booked our passages. What?
Your passage.
Oh, dear. Morning!
Morning, all.
So, yes, we've booked everything.
I think we just need to go.
I think we need to go, yes. Let's go.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, Smudge. Ready to cruise? Ready to cruise?
Your ears up.
Ooh, your ears up.
Ear down. Look at your ear.
Had a denty stick. Denty stick. Denty stick. Hello. Good morning. Yeah. We're not leaving you, Smudge, don't worry. Quite a significant bridge this, because it marks the end of the Leeds and Liverpool Canal and the start of the Bridgewater Canal. So yes, it was the Leeds and Liverpool Lee branch, and it is now the Bridgewater Canal Lee branch. And as I tried to say earlier, we've booked a passage because technically it is not CRT waters. And there we go. Welcome to the Bridgewater. The Bridgewater Canal is the responsibility of Peel Holdings, who also look after the Manchester Ship Canal. You need to book your passage on here via the Canal and River Trust. Yeah, go ahead, Amy Jo. Over.
Just to let you know, the water point is immediately after this bridge on the left. So as you go through, you'll see it on your left-hand side, and it's literally feet away from the bridge. Over.
Got it. Over. Water point coming up just after this bridge, I'm reliably informed. Big warehouse in front of us, just past the bridge. Some moorings here. Look at this Bedford Basin with a big set of solar panels. Woo! Right, so we're going to stop for water.
Where? On the left?
Yeah, pull it in.
Yeah.
Right, as you were, duff information received from the flotilla behind, who will remain nameless. Apparently it's the next bridge.
Boat coming! Boat!
A boat who had been on the water point had just pulled out, heading for the bridge. In an attempt to bring our boat to a stop, we grounded.
He's reversing. You grounded? Shit, I'm gonna go. Where do you want me? Are you moving now? Okay. Right. Okay. Come through after us before the other boat. We grounded then. If you go through now, he'll wait.
Say again.
If you go through now, he'll wait.
Thank you.
Yeah, we grounded a bit then.
I was just in there, so I didn't see you.
No, I just thought, oh, get the board out.
Right, okay, so I had a problem there. As you could see, there was a boat coming. Didn't sound his horn when he left a blind mooring, which is where the water point is. And I wasn't going fast anyway because we were slowing down. So I was on tick over, but I had to put it into reverse and giving it a bit more throttle because he seemed to be still coming through the bridge regardless. And we grounded. So the water level here is not particularly good. I know we're reasonably deep drafted, and obviously going in reverse you are putting more what's the word, you're dropping down at the stern, so the stern's digging into the ground, and that's exactly what happened. I think we're going to take it nice and easy and we'll just get to the marina. We don't really need a lot of water anyway, but the usual mantra of course is as soon as you see a tap, fill up, because you never know when the next one is, and you never know when the next one works or not. So it's always a good rule of thumb just to stop. But as we're going to a marina anyway to get diesel and everything else, we might as well just top up there. And to be honest, the pair of us arriving at the same time means we're all going to be queuing for the same thing. So if we can get there a little bit ahead, it should ease a bit of the queuing and the wait. Anyway, we're on the way. All brand new houses, look, all for sale. most of them. Ready for you to move in. The view of the canal. Nice big sliding doors. Well, that was a stop at Bridgewater Marina for El Sal and topping up with diesel. So we're empty and full at the same time. And now it's just a short hop to Worsley. Quite an historic place, Worsley. No doubt I shall tell you all about it when we get there. The Bridgewater Canal is 39 miles or 65 kilometres long, stretching from Runcorn to Lee in northwest England. Constructed over 250 years ago by the Duke of Bridgewater, it is considered to be the first true canal in England. Built on one level, its route followed the contours of the land to avoid the use of locks. And it's here in Worsley where it all started. Well, if you've ever wondered where and why did the British Canal system start, it can all be traced back to here. This is Worsley Delph. It's the Duke of Bridgewater's coal mines. In the 1700s, he had a bit of a dilemma. He wanted to sell his coal far and wide to obviously make a bit of money. He couldn't do that because he was restricted by the amount of coal you could carry on a horse and cart, the road network, loads of factors. So he got together with his estate manager John Gilbert, and pulling in the expertise of James Brindley, master canal builder, the three of them devised a plan to build the first inland waterway from here in Worsley to Manchester. He'd travelled over to Europe and Belgium and Holland, and he'd seen that they were working successfully overseas. So why couldn't they work here for him? It'd be an easy way to transport his coal. A couple of things stood in his way. One, it had never been done before. And two was the little problem of getting over the River Irwell. What the Duke didn't want to do is to pay the commissioners any tolls to go over the river, and it would then mean putting a lock either side of the river, which would delay traffic and also bump up the costs. Their cunning plan, of course, was to build the Barton Aqueduct. Obviously this is the modern version of Brindley's Barton Aqueduct. This one swings on its axis and is known as the Barton Swing Aqueduct. It was built in 1894 and is the only one of its kind in the world, and was to accommodate the large ships who would pass underneath, something that even the Duke and Brindley couldn't foresee back in the 1700s. Their aqueduct was much more traditional, consisting of a simple three-arch structure. However, the Duke was quite cunning, and as no one had ever seen a boat crossing over water before, he had an idea to make even more money. The other impressive building here is the packet house. Because the aqueduct was such a rarity, nobody had ever seen boats going over water before. It was here that the packet boat, a little pleasure cruiser if you will, took passengers from Worsley all the way to the Barton Aqueduct. Now you've got to remember, at the time nobody had ever seen boats crossing over water. Yes, going in the water, but not over it. So whilst the canal itself was quite a spectacle and the first of its kind, it was actually the aqueduct itself that was the real eye-opener and the real thing that the public were enchanted by. So much so that the Duke would charge people to go in his packet boat to go and cross over this amazing waterways in the sky. By the way, if you're wondering what this spike thing is, it's a large steel structure that is a contemporary reimagining of something that was once there. Something described back in 1770 as a crane of curious construction, used for heaving the stones out of the quarry into the barges. Today, Worsley is recognised for its historical significance and picturesque scenery along the canal, attracting visitors interested in its industrial heritage as well as outdoor activities. Long term, the success of the Bridgewater Canal paved the way for the construction of more canals across England. establishing a comprehensive network that supported industrial growth throughout the 19th century. Overall, the Bridgewater Canal was instrumental in transforming Manchester into a leading centre of industry and commerce, shaping its economic landscape for years to come. It would lead to James Brindley being one of the most outstanding canal builders of the age.
Thanks for watching our vlog.
Thank you to our supporters on Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee and channel members. If you want to join them, there's details down below in the video description. In the meantime, don't forget to give us a thumbs up for a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, it's totally free to do so. And then when you have subscribed, press the bell icon.
Ding!
Thank you, Jan, and YouTube will let you know next time we upload a vlog. In the meantime, stay safe everybody. Happy cruising. Bye.